try an onside kick on the opening kickoff. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go with a direct snap. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. The Ducks want to move quickly. To the air, it's Gabriel. Oh, picked off. Trying to take it back. He's inside the 40. The 20. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
He'll set up to throw, looking to buy time. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. Starting to feel a little pressure. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Dances away. He wants it all. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas State.
At 3rd and goal, I'm giving it to my playmaker. You let your quarterback make this decision, whether he wants to run it in or right here. He sees the opportunity. His guy's wide open. Hits him in stride for the easy touchdown.
And the extra point splits the uprights. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Yes, that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on 1st down. And it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Bobcats. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Look at this. I show you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Extending the play. Going to try to get it himself. Good little pick. Saw some daylight and got what he could.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this game.
The handoff as they run the counter play here. Tackle is made after the first down. And the Ducks moving quickly to the line.
And they just kind of sneak that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. What a nice throw there, just carving up the defense. You make these types of passes downfield, and reminds me of Justin Herbert just carving up Arizona State for nearly 5 bills.
Yeah, just making big plays in the passing game. This offense is...
Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Oregon!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't...
And that's a live ball. The defense scoops it up, and they're bringing it back.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing...
Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion. So after the first down run, here's second down. Quarterback checking off. Off play action. Quickly out to the tight end. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. They've gotten this thing up and running fast, back and forth. We're inside a minute to play in the first. Finds the tight end. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. The Ducks want to pick up the tempo. They'll run it. It's James. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! After that, there might be a few extra tackling drills in practice this week.
Listen, when you only got one guy there, it makes it really hard to get to the ground. You need a swarm. Learn them other guys. You got to get 1, 2, 3 more guys to the football to make sure you get them on the ground.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Still on his feet at the 45. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Looking for a man. It's McLeod. Now adjusting. He's going to run it. At the 20, he's got space. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. From the gun, running back on the move. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Texas State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call.
Got one in the building.
They have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bobcats.
Defense has to be better on the back end. They knew this offense was going to come out, and they were going to challenge them. They were going to try to push the ball vertically down the field. They've now given up 2 touchdown passes in this game. They've got to shore up their play in the back half.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring a touchdown. Going for the return. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
That's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
The RPO, it's complete. Finds a crease at the 20. Off he goes. The 40. Running inside the 20. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Oregon.
I like it. You're backed up towards the end zone, and you go aggressive and spin the football, try to make the big play, and do they ever. 90-plus yards to the house. Who needs space? I'll take 6.
Lining up to add another. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's McLeod. Pocket starts to collapse. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Bobcats in the hurry up. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Right on target this time. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. He'll fire to his right. He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Texas State.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. About to kick it away after scoring a touchdown. He's going to bring it out from deep. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. You want to talk about answering each other's score. That's what we have going on right now, Jesse.
Yeah, and this offense, it's been impressive just seeing how well they've been executing, too, because they're playing with a sense of urgency, David.
And the ball is intercepted. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
Line gets set, first down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, Gimlin making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Looking downfield, it's McLeod. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And the Bobcats will hustle to the line. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Going to take a shot at this DB. Got it. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. He wants to throw it. Flushed out of the pocket. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Bobcats.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. They made sure that good field position paid off, going 45 yards. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34. A first down for the offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And this defense has taken up residence in the backfield, and the crowd loves it. 3rd and long. He's going to let one fly down the middle. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception the last possession. You can tell breaking on the football really, really well. Seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it. Almost had another interception.
Now improvising. They stripped it out. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. The second half not too far away.
Texas State, 35. Oregon, 21.
Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. The Bobcats racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw, it's McLeod. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. He'll get rid of it. It's caught downfield. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. And the Bobcats come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll just keep slinging it. Dances away to buy time. At the 45 on his way. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, they dial up a pass play there on first down, and how about the quarterback there? Buys time, he's outside, he's looking for people to get open on the scramble drill, but there's nothing happening, and just a really quick decision to decide to take off and go get another first down now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
He'll pull it down. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
You honestly can't really do it better than that. You can't. I mean, that was designed to be a pass play. Give the defense credit. They get some pressure, but this guy's just too good. He just instinctively knows when he needs to scramble and get out of dodge. And at that point, He's making good decisions. If a guy's open, he's throwing it. But if it's not, he's not even hesitating. I'm going to go get what I can get a first down with my speed and athleticism. Let's keep this drive rolling.
Running through contact. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. The Bobcats are in the red zone. The give to the tailback. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Back to throw, it's McLeod. Looking to scramble. Going for 6. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas State. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all day long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
So much for the touchback. Here he comes. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you've got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. He's going to pass. Now he's going to break the pocket. Fires on the move. He throws back across his body, and it's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's just excellent cover. That cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
This offense all game long has been running really well, and I'm really impressed by how well they've recruited at the running back position. They've got some dynamic players coming into the game at different points, spelling each other, keeping each other fresh, and they're hurting this defense.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Might as well give it to him again. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. Splits the uprights. Good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He's brought down after a good return, gets it out to the 31. This should be the last play of the quarter. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Quick completion on the out route. Still on his feet at the 45. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Texas State 45, Oregon 21.
First down to start the drive after the break. Looking to move it through the air. Unloads to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
That's caught. It's Wilson. At the 40, there he goes. Nothing but green ahead. 10. Touchdown, Bobcats. And the pummeling has started.
There's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Back to pass, it's McLeod. Buys a little time with his feet. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
And these decisions to go for 2, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the tackle at the 39, but a really good job by the return team there.
First and 10.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy.
And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. He wants to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Ducks! How about this? These guys are going for 2. Barrels ahead. He's into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and they shave a couple more off of this lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Oregon 29.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. The corners are walked up tight. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and force a tackle for a loss.
Almost had the completion, just missed it. And the Bobcats come to the line in the hurry-up. To the air, it's McLeod. Flushed out of the pocket. Unleashes one. What a job to lay out and make the catch. The Bobcats will snap it on 1st and 10.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
This offense has a 2nd down play.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of at the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
Trying to get to him. Slings it downfield. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. Now on second down after the incompletion. The give on the inside. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Coming after it. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Fourth down and 10 and barely a thought of kicking it. They'll go for it. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Texas State.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Steps away. Fires deep toward the end zone. He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
When you get that quarterback and he starts to leak outside the pocket like that and roll, you roll with him. Those linebackers are supposed to move and shift with them, start to take away the field towards the sideline, because think about it, he's not going to throw it back across his body. The defense read it well, moved with the rollout, made the big play.
With the catch, it's James. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. Throws to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. The Ducks are in the hurry-up. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. Quarterback checking the play. On third down, he drops to throw. He's going up top here late in the game. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He caught it, and he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. After this, it'll be a wrap. With the run on first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oregon!
Number 20 with the carry.
Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. Looking to pass, it's Gabriel. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
That keeps the score. Texas State, 51, Oregon.
Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick.
Set to kick off.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And after this play, the cake will be baked. To the air on first down. Sends it downfield. And as the ball goes to the turf, the clock has hit 0. Scoreboard operator got a workout in this one. Fun game for us to... Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. There's just something about the nightcap. After a day of wall-to-wall football, it just seems this is when chaos ensues. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Texas State Bobcats, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Bobcats will kick it away to start.
Set to kick this one off.
He's going to try his luck from the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback.
Take over. 1st and 10.
The offense lining up for a first down play. Leaves it with the back. Crosses the 30, he's got to lay it. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. And the Ducks want to crank the tempo.
Man, how about this offense? A little counter, a little misdirection, get everybody's eyes going one direction. They go back the other way. Nice execution by the offense to make the big running play down the field.
He lobs one high down the left side. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense. right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point makes it 7-0. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. The kickoff unit about to go to work. Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. First down for this offense. Running back searching for a hole. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now first down from the 37. He's looking to throw it. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. Now on second down.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but
he tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. Looking to throw, it's McLeod. Finds his man in the middle. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Bobcats headed quickly to the line.
Quarterbacks are just like anybody else. They get in rhythms.
He lofted high and deep down the left side. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. Wonder if they'll throw it again after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 49. They keep attacking through the air. He'll take another shot here. And it's caught inside the 15. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Texas State.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like, that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. The receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Right down the boulevard. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 51 yards out. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Now he'll let one fly down the left side. Open runway ahead. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. They just flipped the entire field, and now they'll try to cash in on 1st and 10 from the 20. red zone looking for a receiver. Feeling some heat. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
A third down try for the offense. To the air, it's Gabriel. Got the quick pass. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He's looking to throw. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Oregon! Just blinding speed. Speed that almost paralyzes defenders.
When you got a quarterback with that much speed, you got to find tricky ways to put more speed on the field, spy the quarterback with somebody that's really, really fast. And even when you do, a lot of times he still makes plays because he's that dang fast and that explosive.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing.
He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17. The offense set for a first down play. Using his legs, it's James. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. The Ducks want to move quickly. On the ground with the counter. And he walks it. Oh, the hops. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Makes a move. Got a little room. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Still looking on the move. Complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To throw, it's McLeod. Fires to the wideout. He makes a grab. And he will score. Touchdown, Bobcats. Here comes the 2-point try. Snap in the shotgun. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff team has the ball teed up and they're about ready to go. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Oregon 21, Texas State 15.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Ducks moving quickly to the line.
That's a really nice looking throw. And when I think about the Ducks offense, I think about explosive plays, right? In the running game, but also in the passing game. I feel like if this team is going to win the conference, they need this guy here to be able to make throws like that on a consistent basis. But I'll tell you, he really gives them a chance. He makes this offense go.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub.
Hit the afterburners, kid. He stopped just short of the goal line at the one. An explosive play has him set up. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, first and goal. Trying to power it in. He's knocked down in the backfield, a swarming defense, and he'll lose 7. Loss on first down, increase the degree of difficulty. Second and goal from the 8. Looking for a man, it's Gabriel. Fires into the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score. Third and goal from way back there. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Needs to get it in the end zone on third and goal. Lets it fly. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting the field.
And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on fourth.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on fourth down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away, and doing it cleanly. No PI. And as a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming off the field.
And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Looking to throw on second down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Caught near the sideline, it's Williams. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get you first.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw it again. Pressure coming. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. This is a third and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He's got it on the left. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. They'll throw it on first down. He's not afraid to go deep. How about that play? A diving snag along the right side. This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. Back to throw, it's McLeod. Moves away as he feels pressure. Touchdown, Texas State. Oh, we've got a shootout.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense, is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
And the extra point puts them on top by 1. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28.
First and 10.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the...
He hurls one deep down the left side. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And the Ducks want to pick up the tempo. Going up top on first down. Firing to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Ducks.
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense, spreading them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
They'll try to blast their way in. They get it into the end zone. Two-point conversion is good. The lead stands at 7. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll start the return inside his 5. But the ball pops out on the return. Oh, looks like the offense was able to recover it.
That's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense? Getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball again.
Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Dropping back, it's McLeod. Buys a little time. He's going to fire to the left.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Caught near the sticks. It's Wilson. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a first down. And the Bobcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Wide open downfield. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. He's going to pass. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Now from inside the red zone. Moves around to clear up the vision. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They'll throw it on first down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got him wide open. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. The Ducks will kick it away to start the second half. From inside the 20, chance for great field position. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bobcats.
You know, we just went to half and we
Number 21.
things we got to do differently to take advantage. How about the special teams coming out to start the second half and setting the tone, taking the kick all the way back for 6. We don't draw it up any better than that.
Dropping back, it's McLeod. Firing to the right, complete. Into the end zone he goes for the 2-point conversion, and the lead is 4. He's probably still catching his breath over on the sideline after that 80-yard touchdown return. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. The Ducks in the hurry-up. They're going to ride this running back. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They'll run the counter. They make the stop inside the 25, working closer to that red zone, a gain of 6. Line of scrimmage will be the 24. Here's the handoff. Got enough space. Touchdown, Oregon. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
This is why you consistently run the football. A steady diet because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To the air, it's McLeod. He makes the connection. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Here comes the hurry up. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the...
Fires the pass, intercepted. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20. And now this offense will take the field again. Quarterback will audible. Comes out throwing on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play. The wideout's going to wish he had that one back.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. It's complete. A huge pickup. Big, big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Defense is a lot about communication. Multiple wide receivers on the same side. I got to understand if this guy's going in, this guy's coming out. Not a good job by the defense with communication there.
Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Makes the catch. They will score. Touchdown, Ducks. This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon is trigger men. Not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. They've really got this offense humming. Just a 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Ducks will hustle to the line. On 2nd and goal, they give it to him again. See if he's got a nose for the goal line. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
43, Texas State, 33.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Palmer, and get you the football back.
And I think here, too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down.
And he can find a receiver, and down he goes.
You know, strong safeties are known for their ability stopping the run. Not so much in pass coverage or in rushing the passer, but that strong safety there showing you all of his ability.
He's looking deep. He's got it down the left side. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. The Bobcats have it with a 1st and 10.
This offensive line does such a good job communicating in their pass protection. You can see guys passing defenders off to one another, and that's why the quarterback had so much time to complete that throw deep downfield.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's McLeod. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Texas State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Yeah, and he did a really good job selling this, dropping back to pass, waiting a little bit of time, and giving his running back a chance to run down the field. He runs the real route. He's open, throws a strike, gets in for the touchdown.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of 2-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
So much for playing field position. It's just a 1-score game here in the 3rd, and they're lining up for an onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. The offense starts with a short field. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And that ball is picked off. Made that play and was hoping to make another one on the return, but they'll take it in business at the 41.
And if that don't light your fire, your wood is wet. The best play on a field is when the big boy, the most athletic people on the field, the defensive linemen, make game-changing, awesome, super athletic interceptions.
And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Gets rid of it. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. And the Bobcats racing to the line in the hurry-up. He'll throw on 3rd down. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Using his legs to buy some time. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Well, he was rolling to his right. Because of that, I don't know if it affected the timing between him and his wide receiver. They just weren't on the same page on that one as the defense comes away with the INT.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Getting some heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
They're trying to get to it. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a 2nd time in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. The completion well past the sticks. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The big gain on offense, and the play will stand. The offense declines the penalty. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. On the move at the 30. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground. The Ducks are flying down the field. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After the laundry marked the field, 1st and 5 for this offense. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up. Dropping back, it's Gabriel. He caught it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape. So the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. Defensive press coverage. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with the 1st down. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but this hold really strong, put up some good numbers.
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Got a man. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get the ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. He wants to throw it again. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Looking downfield, it's McLeod. Quarterback extends the play. Got his man downfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. The Bobcats are in the hurry-up. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Pocket starts to collapse. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he's wrestled to the ground. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Taking it the other way. Inside the 40. He's at the 30. Inside the 10. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Ducks!
Dude, you're just thinking, hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back, 100 yards to the house. What a play.
And they did tack on the extra point. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. Let's see what he can do with the return. He was bold to bring that thing out of the end zone, but he'll go out of bounds at the 17-yard line. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You've got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
Wants to throw. It's McLeod. Looking left. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. Maybe a little frustrated after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10 from the 38. He's looking to throw. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Looking to move it through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Going for it all. He took a shot at the end zone, and he almost picked it off. It'll be 3rd down. One more play to pad the stats. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And the pass is incomplete, and the ball game is complete. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offenses have just boomed in college football. So good. So many ways to hurt you. And you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses.
Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Commodores will kick it away to start us off. And he's going to bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 9th. Probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Offense getting set for first down. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. First down here for the offense. Wide receiver shows motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. Looking for room at the 25. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and is going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Back to pass, it's Gabriel. Trying to get to it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Catch in the middle, it's Whittington. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And the Ducks want to crank the tempo. They're going to throw it again. Finds his man, it's Whittington. They get him down after he makes the catch. Got the completion on the last play, still some work to do on second down. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
A third and long coming up here. From from the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Oregon! Now that's the way to bail out the rest of the team. Start with bad field position, put together a drive anyway.
And very confident. You can see the quarterback just had a bit of a swagger, Reese. He was like, look, all right, we're starting deep in our own end. Special teams didn't help us out, but we can fix that right now, fellas. And they went out and looked so good on that last drive.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. He gets a block. Out of bounds at the 34. A productive job by the return team. First down here for the offense. The give out of the gun. At the 45 on his way. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Johnson wants to throw it. On the run, fires downfield. Soft spot in the middle. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Ball at the 31, third and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Vandy.
Great decision by the quarterback, and there's a danger on defense. When you play man coverage against this guy, you've got DBs and their backs are turned to the QB. If you're not careful, he'll just tuck it and run and take off. And by the time all those DBs and defenders had turned around, it was way too late. He was gone.
Using his feet to buy time. He's got it in the end zone for the 2, and they take an 8-7 lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he closed the deal by scooting 31 yards for the score. They already have the lead, and they're trying to build it here in the first quarter with an onside kick.
Man, these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Couldn't connect on first down. Now 2nd and 10 from the 24. With the catch, it's Johnson. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on second down. quick completion on the out. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The Ducks headed quickly to the line. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Scanning the field, it's Gabriel. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Caught in the backfield, it's Ferguson. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. It's complete. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Throws to the wideout. He's got it for the two-point conversion.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Offense set on first down. They'll give it to the back. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period.
No gain on the play. Right now, second down. That's the end of the first quarter.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. DB's right up on the receivers. The sweet feet buy a little time. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Really nice run there, good solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down. They'll try to snap it quickly.
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. And the Commodores want to move quickly. Johnson looking to throw. He'll try to do it himself. Got rid of it just in time. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't a fumble.
I'm impressed with this defense, man, because that QB is lightning fast. You see how fast that defender was able to get to him and force the incompletion? Wow.
On third down, going up top. Coming after him. And they got him for the sack. You want to talk about aggressive or wacky? This head coach is keeping his offense on the field inside his own 30. On fourth down, trying to find his man. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint and try to put some points on the board.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to...
And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think.
Fires into traffic, picked off. Bringing it back. He's at the 40. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return. About the only good thing that happened for the offense on that play, at least it wasn't a pick six. What a return.
Yeah, that didn't look good for the offense. You know all those big fellas, those O-linemen, they're not going to be able to go make the play. So as the DB getting the interception, you know, if you can break that play and you can get past that level, it might be to the house. It might be to the crib. Lucky that wasn't a pick six if you're on offense.
Johnson wants to throw it. Moving out of the pocket. Trying to get rid of it. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. He's moving out of the pocket. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass D. It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. From the gun, wants to pass. Buys a little extra time. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And the holder will put it down on the left hash, a 34-yard attempt coming. It's good. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And the returner is stopped.
And your Oregon Ducks will take over 1st and 10.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Back to the line after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 37. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the ball will be grabbed at the 30-yard line. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. And the Ducks moving quickly to the line. To the air, it's Gabriel. Fires toward the end zone. And that pass intercepted. And he will step out of bounds, but what a play to get the ball back for his offense. Line gets set, 1st down. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Steps away to find some room. He's looking on the right side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the 1st down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. He wants to throw. Dances away from the heat. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing.
Yeah, I think that's nice discipline by this defense. Doing a good job playing inside out, using the sideline to their advantage, kind of stringing it out, not giving up yards. This is a really good job by the defense, playing fast and playing smart.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Unloads to the wideout. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They're in the red zone and they'll pass it. Got his man quickly. Headed to the end zone. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. One more snap coming before halftime. He wants to throw here on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Skinner. Touchdown Doors! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
What great execution by this offense. It looked like you were about to go into the half trailing. Now, with this answer, this scoring drive, you got the lead, you got the momentum, taking it into halftime. Nice job by this offense executing that last drive.
Unit on the field. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. The Ducks will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Johnson looking to throw. Floating away. Lets it fly. It's caught. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
I know it's secular to football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Moving away from pressure. And this is why a mobile quarterback is a defensive coordinator's worst nightmare. He has just been running wild all day.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
The Commodores want to pick up the tempo.
All right, defense, you know coming into this game you're playing a fast quarterback. You know it's not going to be easy getting him on the ground. You got to start thinking about how you're pass rushing. You know, rushing right up the middle and allowing him to get outside, it's going to be a tough task.
And the Commodores have it with a 1st and 10. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. To the air on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Alexander. Stopped after making the catch. Offense, quick tempo. He's looking for a man on second down. Quarterback moving. Got out of trouble and throws. Snares it outside. It's Stowers. The Commodores have taken it inside the 20. Off the play fake. Feeling some heat. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Johnson wants to throw it. Bought a little time, lets it go. Tight end finds a soft spot. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Second and goal for the offense. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't float the ball in. It'll be fourth down. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. From the gun. Looking to scramble. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Commodores.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the game because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the...
He's off to the races. Obliterates him, still on the move. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. The Ducks in the hurry up.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. The throw to the outside is complete. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. It's not just a dual threat guy. You go back to Dan Fouts or Bill Musgrave or even just looking for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Oregon. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
22.
First down to start the drive after the break. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the chains for the first down. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. After the run, now to throw. Fires on the move. Makes a connection. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. And the Commodores will hustle to the line.
And first down for the offense.
From the gun, give on the inside. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Johnson looking to throw, buying some time. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Another incompletion on third down. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on fourth down. They'll immediately call timeout. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Never a doubt. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot.
Can anyone catch him? At the 20. He was on his way. He could smell it. He gets it inside the 10. They stop him at the 9. And now, fourth quarter, 4-down territory almost certainly as they get ready to try to grab the lead. And they're able to make the tackle. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking for space. It's James. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. He caught it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Ducks!
Now that drive right there is exactly what you dream about. That's how you want your offense to perform. Under a clutch situation, take the ball down the field, get the score, and now an extra point away from taking the lead late in this ball game.
And the extra point gives them a 1-point lead here in the 4th. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Looking for an alley from inside his own 20. Nice, just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. And they only need a field goal, and they have to manage the time wisely here.
Yeah, I think you want to manage the clock, Reese. Be smart with your timeout situation. Know where to attack, Jesse, on the field right now.
Yeah, generally you want to attack with your best players. So get them in matchups that you like and get those guys the football.
Commodores racing to the line in the hurry-up. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Fires to the wideout. And incomplete on the deep ball. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He wants a big play here late. Almost intercepted, and that might have been the ball game if he had held on. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, they're down a possession, and they're on their own side of the 50, so they need a big one right here. They've just thrown 3 straight incompletions, but it just takes one. It just takes one big play down the field to all of a sudden get that momentum and that juice flowing again to give yourselves a chance to win.
The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football. 4th down. Great coverage. Break on the football. Force the incompletion. And more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win.
Oh, and the attempt is no good. And guys, after the miss, the lead is still 1. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. He's looking to throw it. He's taking a deep shot. And it's picked off by the defender, but he's out of bounds. Couldn't get the foot down. It's incomplete. It came down to the final quarter.